Alright guys, quick little video of how to caulk the sink. This is a very important part because I see a lot of people make a mess with it. So number one, you want a new tip, alright? Number two, you get in there and you caulk every little area. Alright, now this, you gotta double check when you're doing this step to make sure you don't have any gaps. Alright, perfect. Now another thing I love when the sink overlaps at least 1/8 of an inch. The reason why is because you're washing stuff, all this dirt when you're sweeping it in does not go into the caulking and just mold it out. Okay, obviously if it's real caulking it's not going to mold out, but it's going to be really dirty. This way when you have an overlap it's perfectly clean. The next step is water. I just use regular water, no soap, nothing, and you just want to spray it. But like I said, the first step of you applying silicone, you got to make sure there's no gaps, because once you spray it, you cannot put any more silicone because it won't stick to anything because it's got water on it. Silicone does not stick to anything that has any moisture. So now, we just remove the excess. Then another thing is, after you're done doing caulking, make sure you take your napkins and you wipe down the whole thing. You want to wipe the surface, okay? But the most important thing is you want to wipe the sink. Now the reason why is, obviously the sink is going to get wet, it's going to get dirty when people are using it, but let them do that, okay? Because if the sink is stainless steel and you don't wipe off any of the liquid, it's going to stay on there and it's going to stain it, right? You're going to see that water spots just like you see on a car after sprinklers. And it doesn't really look good, okay? Especially when you're turning in a job, every little point, you know, counts. And people are gonna look at that, it's like, what the heck happened to the sink? You're like, oh, it's just water. I know it's just water, but it doesn't look good. So you wanna clean it up, make it look good so people are happy with what they receive. And that's it. So as you can see, everything is nice and perfect and clean. Because like I said, super visual, especially an island piece like this, you know, it must be perfect. And as you can see, all the cuts, everything that we have done makes this job look exceptional. Now, as you can see, the island that we had on this thing was a 9 foot by 52 inches, which is about 5 feet. And we had to cut this down because it was too wide. And obviously wrap around this area to make it look good. And I think it turned out very good. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later.